Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, Kilos and Cosplay. My name is Sydney, and today I'm trying to start this new series, basically, on my channel. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but I want to start like a Figure Friday, where I basically just go over the new figure announcements that have come out, just kind of all over the place. So I will be trying to film on like a Wednesday, Thursday, and so whatever figures come out between when I film and then to the next one, that's kind of how and when I'll talk about certain figures. But that way I can kind of talk about pre-orders, prototypes, new things coming out, figures that I'm excited to see, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not obviously going to cover every single figure that comes out, because that's really kind of a tough one to do. But I definitely want to at least try to cover some of the ones that I think people would be really excited about, or things that even just I'm personally excited about. This is kind of just like a selfish video in a sense, where I just kind of want to gush about things. Like I'm very excited about a lot of figures, and I just don't know where to talk about that. So I figured just making kind of like a little quick type of video that would be just a fun little thing to throw out there on top of my usual content, basically. So I'm gonna do my best to be as consistent as possible with the Figure Fridays, but if nothing really crazy is coming out, or if I do get busy, because I mean it is kind of an extra video on top of the videos that I already do, and I do work a full-time job, I might be a little tough, but I'm going to do my best. Even if I just have to do voiceovers or something, I'm gonna do my best. So this first one's actually going to be probably a little longer, because I'm going to cover basically anything that has come out since maybe like August 30th to September 1st to now. Just kind of figures I want to talk about. There's a lot of really good ones, so let's just go ahead and get right into the first Figure Friday. Off topic, I got the new iPhone 14, so I'm hoping the quality is better, because I actually do film with my phone. And I'm like obsessed with it. I feel like it's giving so much more space and room. So I hope it looks better, and I hope when I do B-roll those will also look better. I'm just hoping to up the quality, so I'm very excited about that. That's just like a random side note. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be making kind of like a list on my figure collection of the things that have come out, and I'm just that way I can kind of keep track of it. So we will be using my figure collection to be looking at them. There's some that might be missing just because they're not in the my figure collection like database, like the Onmyoujis. I feel like I'm butchering that. And some of the Genshin figures, those don't ever show up on here sometimes. Like I don't know which. I think it's because they're Chinese manufacturers. So I'll try to still also bring those up, and those just can be like a random side note. But let's go ahead and get into what I have made. There's 44 items on this, and I have actually pre-ordered some of these, if you can't tell with the little cart on there. But starting off, let's start talking about this amazing re-release that just randomly came out. As of right now, it is kind of hard to secure a pre-order. And if you do want to secure pre-order, I don't know if certain sites are doing pay now only, or if you can do a pay later. I got lucky. Actually, no, I think I did. I don't think I got lucky. I think I actually did have to do a pay now, and I went with, I think, Hobby Genki, because not every site is getting these. So that kind of sucks. But Hobby Genki, Nin Games, I know Amazon Japan got these ones, so if you are interested in this re-release, try checking those out. But the very highly like anticipated figure, and I'm very excited about this, so this is like going to be a one that I'm very much looking forward to, and it is the Lily and Cosmog Pokemon Kotobukiya figure. She looks so cute. I always really like this one, but not enough that I would pay above retail, or like super above retail for her. So I'm very excited that I was able to secure a spot with, I believe I did Hobby Genki, because look how beautiful she is. And like she's just got that gorgeous like aesthetic, and I kind of like the more Like, I kind of like that the fog looks a little dark compared to like her whole aesthetic and vibe. So she's super cute, and she's a very like hyped, like one of the Pokemon character figures. Her base is gorgeous. I'm just so excited that they just randomly decided to do a re-release. So she will be coming out in what is that, October of next year. So definitely keep an eye on that if you are interested when she does release. That way you might be able to secure her when that happens. But yeah, it's pretty crazy in the comments, like people trying to figure out where to get her, but she is definitely a great option. And on top of that, we also had a re-release of the Lily and Pippi? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Is that, what is that in English? Is that Clefairy in English? Is Pippi just, I feel like I'm failing my Pokemon test right now, but I'm pretty sure that's Clefairy in the US, right? I'm not stupid. But Lily is looking really cute. I almost passed on this, but but what sold me, if it'll turn around, the little Clefairy in her backpack, like that was too cute. Like, Clefairy is cute just in general, but that was too cute. So I definitely had to secure it just for that alone. She has another very like hyped one. It sounds like she's selling out again. So this one is definitely kind of going to be a tough one to also secure, but I highly suggest doing so and trying and just like setting up like a notification bell on here to try to keep track and see if you can get it, or if not, get it when it releases. She also re-releases in October of 2023. And then after that, there is another re-release, and that is Amelia Wedding Dress one by Fat Company. This is one that I know a lot of people like. Personally, I am not collecting any more ReZero ones. I'm really happy with just like the Rem and the Amelia that I do have. Actually, I have I think a couple Amelias. I don't know if I would even get like the B style Rem and Ram and stuff like that. I feel like I'm pretty good. Like, there's just so many that it's like, and ReZero is not even really like one of my favorite series. But anyway, it's besides the point. They do have a re-release, and she is very gorgeous. This is a very beautiful figure, and she is very well loved by the community, it seems. So this is a very highly like hyped up re-release, and that one comes out not until looks like April of 2024. So you would have plenty of time to save up if you are interested in getting her. That is just such an insane like far re-release, but Fat Company kind of always just is very very tough, and they probably will still even do more delays once she does even release. So be interested to see how that plays out. Staying on that same line, I am going to hop to the next one. We have the Echidna. I think I'm saying that right. I haven't ever got to the point of ReZero where she was in it, to be fair. But again, this is Fat Company, but this is the Echidna wedding dress version. I think it's very beautiful. The only thing that I personally don't like is I hate when it's like they have like the prize figure type bases. So I always feel like when they put like the show or the name of the character on there, that's just so prize figure, because that's like on a lot of like the like Taito and stuff figures. I just think that's kind of like a cop out in a way, like a cheap cop out. So I just don't know why you couldn't do even just like I'd almost prefer a plain base personally over that, or like if they even want to keep with the lace but just take off of the name. I don't know, I feel like the name, like putting that there just kind of cheapens it in my opinion. But she is gorgeous otherwise. Like, I love her dress. She's a very pretty character. I definitely see why people love her. But yeah, this is a win for some ReZero fans if you do like that. And she seems like she is pretty popular, and she doesn't also release until February of 2024. So if you would also have more time to save up for that as well. Going to the next one. I personally have not watched these Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid show yet. I actually did order the bunny though, of not her but one of the other characters. They don't have a bunny for her. I know a lot of people did like the other character that they did with the same kind of aesthetic, and it is really cool. Honestly, I love the dragon like edition. Like, I love when they do like these beautiful kimono figures. This little guy's questionable. But everything else about this is so pretty. So if I was really into this show, I would definitely pick this up. I plan on watching it eventually, so maybe even like after it comes out, if I watch a show, I might mess around and pick her up. But she is very, very pretty. So she doesn't come out until, well, it's kind of soon. Even though, I mean, it's still far, but like it feels soon for like a figure that just kind of got released or like officially like put out for pre-order. She doesn't come out until, or she comes out in March of next year. Moving on, of course, we have the Atelier Ryza. She has so many figures. I personally, and this one's by Questq. This is her kind of like undressing version. I personally just don't think this is that great of a figure. I know Questq will do a pretty good job with their quality control and everything, but to me, this is just so insanely lackluster. Like, she has so many other beautiful figures. Like, why would you want this? Like, I mean, other than like, okay, she's getting undressed, but like, I feel like she's kind of naked in some other figures too. Or there's some really cool ones coming out. Like, there's this kind of like, there's like a dual one, like her and another character, that looks like it could be really cool. Like, there's no prototype, it's just a picture, but even I am thinking about getting that depending on how it turns out. But yeah, I mean, she's cute, but like this just makes her seem so plain in my opinion, so I personally don't get it. I actually do have one of her figures pre-ordered and it's not that one. And like, especially for the cost, like 19,800 yen, it's kind of rough for that, at least in my opinion. But she seems quite loved on here, so I don't know, I just think she's kind of plain, but she's a cutie, I will give you that. Moving on, we have this False Lander one. So I'm actually thinking about picking up the Samurai one eventually when that releases, and I think that got pushed, like delayed to November, because I was looking at the page to see if it had released or not. So there's still time, and I might pick her up, I don't know. This is kind of pricey, I will say, for like a more, in a sense, simple figure. 24,000 yen, it's kind of rough, but I still ordered it. She releases in June, but I just am a sucker for this like cat ear like helmet design. She's beautiful. I love the just entire design and colors that they have picked for her. She is just gorgeous. Like, I was already on the fence about it anyways, but then everyone else was like really like kind of hyping about it. I'm like, ah. So I did bite the bullet because I am scared for the aftermarket. But she is gorgeous. I mean, her face is really gorgeous, but I would, that was a really small picture. But I would definitely use the helmet like in full. I just think it's gorgeous. The pinks, the blacks, and like just like the right amount of like gold and white is beautiful. So I am very excited for that one. I think it's gorgeous. But yeah, they have like this whole lineup, and they're all so good. I might mess around and end up getting all of them if they do make figures of all of them, which I'm assuming they're going to. But they're so good. They're so beautiful. And after that, we finally have the Kaoru. I feel like I'm butchering that, from the Radio Ava line, part 2, by Hobby Max. He's perfect. He's my favorite. He has the most drip. I love his like figures the most. He just looks so good and so smug. and like it was hard to pick because I did really like kind of like the gray kind of like plaid that they had going on for the, is that Mitachrome version? But I kind of like the Papa Yellow, so I did do that, and he just looks so good. I almost bought both, but I'm like, no, I have no need for two of the same figure, basically, just different colors. I don't need it. But man, he looks so cool. He's my favorite from like the whole line that they have. I was so hyped for his. So obviously he was an instant pre-order. He's got a little star earring. Like, he just looks so cool. I love that. So I definitely ordered him, and he doesn't come out until it looks like November next year. And then there's this one's really cute. So it's an original character. I don't know much about this manufacturer, but I do like a lot of their designs. It's Neon Max. Like they do some really pretty pieces. So I'm not gonna order her. I'm not going to. I know Amiya has like a clear poster bonus, so if you do want to get her, you'd get that. I just love the skull dumplings so much. I feel like that's really what's like selling me. Whoa, her eyelashes look wild. That's crazy. But she looks so cute in the little butterfly ring and like her little stockings. She's just adorable. And her little wings. She's one that I don't think I will pre-order, but might consider picking up on the aftermarket. But I'm just like really trying not to buy a ton of original characters, because otherwise I really am just, I can't screw myself over like that. And she's kind of on the pricier side with the 19,800 yen. And she comes out in, that's May. And I think my May is already starting to get packed. So she does have to be skipped, but she looks so cute. But they did a really, I can't get over these like eyelashes. I don't know, they look really realistic. But she's very cute. After that, we have an Atelier Sophie, the everyday version. I actually have this game, but I haven't played it. But she's a very cute character, and I think that's why I picked it. They were having like some sale, so. The only thing is I feel like there's more dynamic figures, just in general, all of the Atelier girls, that this is just too plain and boring, in my opinion. I feel like we're spoiled with all the other ones, that it's like when you see something like this, it's like, eh. And especially for, I think they're charging kind of a high price. Yeah, for a very simple figure, they are charging 30,000 yen for that. That's not worth 30,000 yen. That's maybe worth 1,700 or 17,000. That's not worth 30,000 yen. I'm sorry. She's beautiful, but I just think there's better options out there. Moving on to a very highly anticipated one, that is of the Food Wars. We have Mito. I've never been able to say her name. Before we go with Mito, our meat queen. She knows what she's doing. The meat commander. I forget what they call her, but I know she knows her meats. This is a very unique B-style one, especially compared to the rest of the Food Wars girls. I'm definitely picking her up because I do want to collect all the Food Wars girls, and I really did like Food Wars. I think it's a really good series if you can get past the interesting sounds that they make when they eat and just kind of the overall fan service. But the story is really good. So just bear with it, it's worth it. My only complaint is they put her in a bikini. She wears basically a bikini in the show, and you didn't give her the American flag bikini top, but you put her in a bikini. Why would you not give her the American flag bikini top that she wears? That's just kind of like dumb, in my opinion. Someone in the comments did say that they think it's because, like, you know, not everybody likes America. It's fair. But it's a canon thing. Like, she wears an American flag bikini top. And I personally think it would just really make this figure stand out. It just seems like such a waste when the character does wear that. And if you're going to put her in a bunny swimsuit, put her in the canon top. She's so cute. I really like her. I hope they do a good job because Frankie has been dropping the ball lately, especially on even the Food Wars ones. So I'm a little nervous about that. For my wallet's sake, I am very glad I am not into VTubers. I would have absolutely no money because their figures are gorgeous. So here we have a Hulu Live one. I really do like her design. I'm a very casual, if anything, VTuber watcher. Like, I just kind of see it on Twitter and I don't really like ever go watch a stream. But I get the hype of it. I just like don't get into it. But this is beautiful. Like, some of these figures make me want to go watch these characters just because I love their design. Now, also, like, okay, so it's a Kotobuki one, and they always usually do like the bonus faceplate. Is this the bonus faceplate? It's like, is there even a difference between like the normal one? Like, I'm not seeing anything else. But these are so cool. Like, all this, like, that every detail to this is so good. Even the base, like, it's, if you're gonna do a simple base, I would love to see something like that for like any of the other characters too, or like any other character that they do plain bases for. Yeah, that is the bonus. What's the difference? Am I not seeing it? Is it just me? Moving on to the Eastream Jujutsu Kaisen ones, we do have the Toge one, and I did pre-order this one. Will I keep my pre-order? I don't know for sure, but so far this is my favorite Toge figure. I personally do like the bonuses, or not the bonus, but like the whole like extra base bits. I personally really like that. I think his face looks super good. And so far, in my opinion, Eastream has been really delivering with the faces. So I have high hopes that it will turn out just like this. Like the details that they put to the teeth and everything. And like, I don't know, I just feel like he has like, this is like the best hair that I have seen. The best face. He's the most dynamic I've seen. Because I know that there's that Kotobuki one, but you have to have the bonus faceplate. It's otherwise I just don't think it looks good. But yeah, like this is the most dynamic thing, but I just like, it's a kind of weird to an extent. Like, why is he on a log? Did they ever do that? Was he in that kind of battle in the woods? Like when like the two like schools were kind of like having that like whatever that was, I forgot what that's called. But I will say I hope that the like support pegs aren't gold. I wish that if you're gonna do a support peg, you could kind of try to make it blend in better. But personally, I just do really think it looks good. Or some people don't like that extra kind of like effects part, and I get it, and you might not have to display it, but I think it looks really good because it really does show like his power, like what's kind of going on. It's kind of like these like voice things going, like the sound waves. I think it works, in my opinion. I really do like it, but I know a lot of people don't like it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are kind of like not a fan of that, but I don't think it's bad. Now, you know what is bad? This Nanami one. And I was so excited for this one, but ew. I love Nanami, and I like this kind of style, this base, but ooh, like this black or dark blue kind of detailing that they went with around the blue looks awful. His face looks awful. Like, even this, like, you'd get this like bonus like extra face, it looks horrible. I think it looks horrendous. That's like prize figure level. This I really hate. Like, I really hate him with the glasses on this one. And can the man do any other poses? Like, can they do anything else? Because that's all it is. Like, I get that's his thing. And he's really not like a super eccentric character. But anything else? Anything at all. Like, this is just ugly. Because I really do like this, like, kind of splatter on this base. But, oh, he's just, no. He's not worth what you would have to pay for. And I feel like all the other figures that they have that are even more simple are all doing the same pose or the same thing. I'm not happy with like any of the Nanami figures. I think I ordered one but then canceled it like almost a couple days later because I just don't like how any of them are turning out. I actually am going to be getting a resin of him because all these other ones suck. The resin's still in the works, but it will be a not safe for work line. But it looks really, really good. So I will definitely be showing that here. It's kind of also in reference when he was like wounded in the bathroom kind of scene. It's gonna look so good. So I'm gonna get that over these, which sucks because I do like to buy licensed things. I do want to support. But these all look horrible. They look awful. Okay, so we have a this one's a swimsuit version B style figure, obviously 1/4. It's a fraying one, but also Mega House. So this is Masamoto. I don't want to butcher her last name, but it's from Bleach. She is from Bleach. She is a gorgeous character. I need to get back into watching Bleach because I really did enjoy her character. Bleach is a good show, but I did pre-order this. I don't know if I'm going to keep the pre-order. I'm not going to lie. I think I kind of pre-ordered on like a whim. I really like the overall aesthetic of her. But like a lot of people have been saying, her face does kind of look photoshopped on. So I'm kind of hesitant to keep it because I don't know how it's going to turn out. And I would almost rather wait and then pick her up on like after she releases and we see some pictures. So I don't know. She's on the chopping block because I'm just not 100% sure, especially with fraying not having the best quality control. I'm very torn on her, but she's a cutie. She's a cute character in general. Moving on, I actually have not watched a show. It's like the maid I hired is mysterious or something like that. I did pre-order this, and I don't know much, like anything about the source material, so I'm very nervous that I ordered this. Especially because I did order from a site I don't know if you can cancel from. I believe I just ordered it on Hobby Genki and I just did that today. But it is by Medicos. And I know they do like all like the JoJo Nendoroids, and I really like the JoJo Nendoroids. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. But we do have her, and I almost wasn't going to pre-order her. But certain sites have this extra that you get. You get the cat ears and the cat tail and the embarrassed face. That's such a good bonus, and I love like that you can switch from a bunny girl to a cat girl, because we need more cat girls, like, let's be honest. And she's so pretty. She looks so good. And I do honestly kind of love the base. Like, it's very different. She looks cute. I'm definitely displaying her with the cat ears and the... I'm torn on giving her the embarrassed face, but she looks so pretty. She's gorgeous. Definitely a little nervous though, because I have not bought a scale figure from this kind of manufacturer, so we will see. But I could not pass up that face. I'm really hoping she turns out. But she's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. The cat ears sold me though. Otherwise I would have waited, but I just couldn't. Moving on, we do have these. She actually came out, like, released a while ago for pre-order. But we have from Quintessential Quintuplets this beautiful line by Good Smile. It's the date style version. I just wanted to talk about her because I'm obsessed with how she turned out and how the entire collection of the girls turned out. Like, this is going to be one that I will get all 5 of them. And then I also have the Kotobukiya ones, and I have 2 of the 5 of those so far, so I do plan on continuing to collect those so I can have them in their school outfits. And then I'm gonna have this day one, and then I'm done. I'm not getting more. I'm not doing wedding. I'm not doing any of that. That's the only downside of, like, having shows with so many characters that are, like, the main characters, basically. Like, how do you pick? But she looks so cute, and these are 1/6 scales, I believe. But the details that they put into it, like, look at her sweater. I'm obsessed with, like, the texture of everything on here. And the details that they put to this map is insane. Like, let me see if I can get to it. But they do have, like, a close-up picture of, like, the front of it. Like, look at that. Look how much detail they put into that map. Like, this is gorgeous. So I had to do it. I just know these are gonna turn out so good. Highly recommend pre-ordering these because I feel like these are gonna be, like, high demand and potentially going to be more expensive on the aftermarket. So highly recommend pre-ordering. Just to stay on the same line of that, they also have obviously the other girls. So here we have Nino. She is out too for pre-order, so I already pre-ordered her. And I believe they come out in different months, so you might be able to space it out, if I recall right. But I love this, and I love the short hair. I think it looks so good. Her outfit is just so pretty. I would wear all of these girls' outfits. They're so cute. I love that she has the phone. And, like, the faces are just amazing on all of these. Like, these all look so beautiful. And, like, the hair sculpt is beautiful. Do not sleep on these. Do not sleep on these. Because they have all of the girls coming out. Let me see if I can kind of get a picture of that. But, yeah, no, like, all of them look so good. I know it's kind of hard to see, but they all look incredible. Honestly. I'm so excited. I'm assuming the next one that will be up will be Yotsuba. I actually really like Yotsuba. I don't know if she's my favorite, but I do really like her. This is all we got so far for her, but she looks amazing. I feel like even with them being, in a sense, kind of simple, I feel like their personalities are still shining really well through all these. And I mean, come on, look at this hair. The hair and the shading and everything and the boots. Like, look at that. Like, they have, like, just the right amount of, like, looking realistic. Like, oh my gosh. These are all just too good. So, definitely pre-order these if you're interested in them. I think they're gonna be a hot commodity. And just kind of like a quick overview of the other girls just without their painted prototypes. Love this. Oh my gosh. Itsuki. But I love this. We have Itsuki, and, like, this is just so fitting for her, like, for her to be, like, eating, got a little food on her mouth. Like, her little vibe is so cute. I really like her too. And then we also have Ichika. I think I'm saying her name right. She's not one of my favorites, but she's okay. But I just think they did such a good job picking, like, outfits to go with their vibe and the kind of style and aesthetic and, like, the little extra details for what they would be doing on the date. They're so good. I'm so excited. Moving on, I don't know anything about the series, really. I do think they do have some cute figures. But I think a lot of people are excited about this one, and she is in this beautiful wedding dress. Like, I think they did such a good job making, like, an actual wedding style one look very unique. Love this, like, base kind of, like, goes a good contrast of color. And what I love most about this is I love when they incorporate the weapons into the bouquets. That almost won me over because I love, like, a sword bouquet. That's so cool. like kind of like think similar to the 02 wedding dress one, where she has her like weapon but also the bouquet. I'm a sucker for it. I won't be picking this up, but I do love that. Like that's like a big selling point. And moving on, we do have the beautiful 15th anniversary Hatsune Miku. I said I would never buy Hatsune Miku figures, but I now have like 3 or 4 on pre-order, and I kind of do want the Symphony one too. I might pick that up. I don't know, but this was just too cute to pass up. And I feel since it's a 15th anniversary one, that the aftermarket would be just horrendous. That's just a gamble I'm taking. So I feel like I couldn't say no. Like I really don't think she's that bad of a price for what she is. And especially all these beautiful details that you get and the little macaroon. I actually did also pre-order the Nendoroid too. Like it's just too cute. It's just too cute. I cannot wait to see how this one turns out. But everything about this is just absolutely stunning and beautiful and just too precious to pass up. Like, good on you, good smile. So it is 39,390 yen. Definitely high price, but I honestly think she will be worth it. Like here, it must be like a prototype or like a official kind of figure of her. But that looks good. That looks so good. Moving on, we are talking about, he's not like a new one, but because of I was really waiting for the Yor figure to come out to kind of see how they looked all together to decide if I liked them. I have pre-ordered and canceled Lloyd. His face, every time, like at first I was like, oh, his face isn't that bad. But the more I keep going around and looking at it, the more I hate it. And I really did not like, and it sucks because I like the overall aesthetic and the connecting bases, and I feel like they really shine with like their personalities with these poses, but they don't look good, and like the face is just awful. So I'm just gonna wait and see if that gets fixed. If it does, I might buy him on the aftermarket, but Spy Family's so popular, we're gonna have so many figures that I'm not too worried about missing these. I still do have the Anya pre-ordered. I'm probably going to cancel just because I feel like it's so incomplete without all of them. But the Anya one did turn out really good. And the Yor, like everything else about her, like her whole aesthetic is so good. But her face just is not it. Moving on to some very interesting and probably very hyped ones. We do have from the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero kind of version of Gojo, but it's obviously a freeing B-style 1/4. I was not too blown away with his in the first place, and honestly it kind of sucks that you really can't see much of his face. Like obviously he wears a blindfold, that's yeah, not the problem here, but the fact that like his entire like jacket kind of covers up his face is just, and I feel like it just doesn't look that dynamic. Like you can do so much with like Gojo and his like fighting style and poses and all that. And I know this is like a thing that happens in the actual like movie, but it doesn't look good. Especially for the price. 57,000 yen for just pretty much you're paying for the effects, it feels like. I would almost rather them do an option without the effects, but then it wouldn't make sense with this pose, so I don't know. I don't like him. I'm not getting him. I am super on the fence about getting Geto because he looks really good, and I feel like the actual like effects pieces work really well with him, and they did such a good job on his face. And I like that he actually doesn't have like the lines on the forehead, if I have read the manga. But it sucks because I really do like his face and everything about this, and this seems like a much more dynamic pose. But he's even more expensive. for some reason, now he's 75,000 yen. Why is it that much of a jump? Like, he has effects pieces just like Gojo. Why is there such a massive jump? And then it's also funny, this is like kind of off topic, but in the comments, like, there's just constant like this back and forth and arguments of, because people are like, oh, I would want to see a male figure in a bunny suit, which, me too. I actually have a pin of Geto in a bunny suit. That would be such a good selling point. But there's like some in the comments be like, why would you want that? Blah, blah, blah. So it's just kind of, if you want to have a funny little read, just go through that. But it's just like, why? I never understand why people care if we want to see certain characters in bunny suits. Like, there's a huge market for more, I guess, spicy male figures, and that's why a lot of the spicy like resin figures have been doing so well. Like all the male ones, they've been selling like hotcakes, and now every company is trying to get in on that. So there's a huge demand for that. So that's why people want to see it. I want to see it. Like, we have plenty of like lewd girls. Where's our lewd boys? From Classroom of the Elite, this Key. I remember watching the show, but I don't really I think I'm like on like 8 or 9 episodes, and I actually do have her bunny figure, so I don't see myself picking up any of her figures personally, especially this one. This one is horrendous. Her face looks awful. She doesn't even look like she has a nose. And like this, I don't know. Oh, that hair looks awful. Ooh, she just looks bad. And I'm surprised because it's the KD Collect, I can never say the name, but Kadokawa, is that how you say it? And she's 22,500 yen. She looks awful. Like, no, she's barely worth, like, I would even say 15,000 yen. She does not look good. And just for the sake of staying on the same line, she also had a Nendroid come out, which I actually do think is really, really cute. I really like all the pieces, like this especially. I really like this like effect piece. And apparently this is a significant scene in the show that obviously I haven't seen yet. I think she's getting bullied. But a lot of people have been liking that, and honestly I love it when they do stuff like that, when they add kind of like significant scenes in the show. That makes me actually want to buy them more. From here on out I am trying not to really pre-order Nendroids unless 1, I'm very in love with the Nendroid, and 2, I really like the character, and like they were already like a highly anticipated thing for me. But I am trying to back off on doing that and just like maybe ordering them when they come out, because Nendroids have been taking up a lot of my pre-orders and I don't want to like that. Like, Nendroids are very cute, but I really am trying to hone down on those. So I don't think I would get that unless I end up like watching like certain scenes in the show and I'm like, oh, have to get it. But even then, she might be something I pick up on the aftermarket if I do like it. Moving on, we have one that I'm insanely hyped about, and I'm having a really hard time finding a pre-order that does pay later because I really don't want to pay for her right now. So I might just wait for her release or wait for the US sites and then just suck it up and pay now. But this is the Marin, and it is by Aniplex, and I love this. Like, this was such a significant scene. I love this, and I really, really, really want it, and I think they did a fantastic job capturing her personality and also like capturing her face. I think her face is fantastic. I don't like the face on the other one. I think maybe it might be more manga accurate, but even then, I read the manga and I don't think it is, personally. I don't like the other one, but I love this one. Like, her face is so good. Her pose is just so fitting for her. This scene was like one of my favorites. It's like a big first significant scene for them. Look at she's so cute. She's so cute. Her face is perfect. I absolutely want this one. I know I'm probably gonna end up picking up a decent amount of her figures, to be honest, if they turn out well, especially if they do like her cosplay ones. But oh, I love her. But she is really hard to get secure a spot, which sucks because it is an Aniplex one, and Aniplex kind of annoying when you like to try to really limit what you can do. Yeah, it looks like even like certain sites are putting her up and upping the price, so yeah, that's not good. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might wait, might get her off a US site, we'll see. Another one, I actually do have this one pre-ordered, and it is a Ryza one, but this one they do have like the other one the release, like her normal, I guess, one, not the tanned one. But I love this tan one so much. Like, I've been obsessed with this one since I have first seen them talk about the prototype and like made the official announcement and everything. Because I did love the original one, almost got it, but these tan lines are selling me. She looks so good. And I love that floaty so much and all the little details. Ugh. I'm obsessed with her. This is like, I don't know why you would want the like half taking the clothes off when you have this one. Just like, she's already in a swimsuit. She's already like half naked, but this one's better. That floaty is just too cute. She's adorable. I am so hyped. So this one, like, it's a different swimsuit color too. And her fang, she looks so good. And it's by Spirit Tail and Wing, and I think they do pretty okay. She's definitely a little pricey for a swimsuit figure. Sitting at 22,500 yen, but she looks so good. After that, we do have this Raphtalia. I was interested when they first kind of put out the like picture prototype of her, or like the picture announcement, but I don't think I like it that much anymore. I do like this extra faceplate, and she is very cute, but like, I feel like one, she'd have a leaning problem, and two, it's kind of a random outfit, to be honest. But more that I think about it, it's just like, why? I have like her, I can't remember if it was Kotobukiya or who released her other one, but I have one of hers and I really like it. Like her in her actual like outfit, and like looks like in a fighting stance, and you get 2 swords. I prefer that one anyways, but I think this was a nice little pass, which will be good for my wallet. And then we are going into some of the 1/4 bunnies. We do have this Junko one. Now, I've never played the game, but I could not say no to this. I don't even have any of the other bunnies. I do actually really like all their bunnies, but this is probably one of the most unique ones that Fraying has done in a while, and it looks incredible. Like, the split suit is perfect. They even split the bunny ears. That's so good. This boots look so good. I don't know, I love how she's like sitting too. This whole suit is just so good. I am obsessed with how this one turned out. I cannot wait to see this one in person. It's just beautiful. Up next, this is one that I actually also did pre-order too, and it is a binding bunny. I've been getting into those, and that's also a dangerous game. Olivia. She is a 1/4, and I am obsessed. I love the 2 different like stockings. I love her pose. Like, I know there's other ones that have the same pose, but like, I don't know what works for her. And like, she's definitely thick, but I feel like she's not like as overdone as some of the other ones. And I love her purple hair and like her little tie. Just everything about her just looks so good. I feel like the more I look at her, the more I find like little things that I love. I just love her overall color scheme. This art's so pretty. I think they did such a good job on her face. I had to skip some of the spicy ones, so sorry about that. But she just looks incredible. Like, she looks so good. So I did pre-order her, and I'm very excited to see how she turns out. But she's just, I don't know, I love her. I love her. Another fun re-release, we have Yunyun from Konosuba, and we got the Bare Leg version. Oh, I'm so glad they re-released this because I did not want to pay that aftermarket price, because you cannot find her or Darkness for a good price. And personally, I do think that the Bare Legs work really well for the Konosuba girls. I have the other two in Aqua and Megumin in their Bare Leg ones. I think they just I just feel like it works for the kind of vibe that the show has. So I am perfectly okay with her being bare-legged. I think it honestly might even look better than the tights in my opinion. I'm really not that picky about the tights though, honestly. But she looks so cute. And of course, since she re-released, apparently I did not save it on here, but also Darkness re-released. Same thing. Love how it turned out. I love how they look bare-legged, and I'm very excited for them. Next, we have one that this is a different color variant of this figure. It's a made by Alphamax, but it is a Saitama figure, and it is one of the kind of like gamer girls, I guess. But this one is in this like blue, gold, and purple hair kind of look, and I really like how it turned out. I'm very excited to be able to get one for not a horrendous cost, because I liked them, but I never bit the bullet. But now I am going to. I just really like the purple hair. My only concern is the gold being like the gold paint transferring. I've been reading that in the comments about people saying that that is a problem with gold paint on figures, so that might make me cancel, because I don't want to have a messy figure like that. So if anybody has had experience with like gold pieces and gold paint on figures, let me know if you've had to deal with that, because I'm very interested in this figure, but that is making me nervous. So, but otherwise I love it. Same dynamic pose that you get with the other ones. And of course she's a cast off, but I don't know, I really like the blue and gold. Some people don't, but I kind of do. I think it's different. I love this. Like, she looks so good, and I love the mask. The mask is so fun. I think she looks so pretty. Her face is so good. And I love the bottom of the shoes. Like, they're so cool. Now we will just kind of hustle through the Nendroids. So we do have a re-release of Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm also picking that up because I didn't obviously get it the first time, but I'm very excited for that. We also had a re-release of, I'm not gonna butcher his name, but the other character from Bungo Stray Dogs. So I also pre-ordered that too. I need to re-watch that. Like, I kind of remember certain things, but I didn't get super far in the show. But I did like what I remember seeing, but I do need to go back on that. Fun re-releases from Attack on Titan. We have Erwin and Haji. Or Haj. But we do have that, and I figured since I am getting all the other ones, I might as well, even though I kind of hate putting them together. But very excited that they are doing all these fun re-releases for these Nendroids. One that I'm very, very excited about. We do have the Heaven's Official Blessing Nendroids finally. I actually ordered 2 of each because I don't know what pose I want, and I really love the bonuses that they come with. So they're just so beautiful. So we have Shaded N. He's so cute. I love him so much. I think so far, I mean, I've only really fully gotten through Heaven's Official Blessings, like, and I haven't been able to get through the other ones because it's kind of hard to, because it's not like on like Netflix or something easily accessible. Like, I am gonna have to go on their YouTube and join like join their accounts and everything, or join their like membership thing, so I can actually watch the rest of the MDZS one. So I do need to go back and get into that, because I really like all the MXTX stuff. Like, and they're all so beautiful, and like these are the bonuses. So I think he comes with the Shailene comes with the butterfly. We have Hua Chong. I'm definitely butchering how to say their names, but I very much love his character and his aesthetic. But he gets this little hand-mounted part, and it's so cute. And since I want to use the bonus, that's why I had to get both, because I want to display him in all these other ways, and I kind of also like want to put do the umbrella scene. I don't know. He also gets, I don't know, everything about him is so cute. They're all so cute. I love them so much. So I'm very excited for those. Highly recommend pre-ordering those if you are interested in them at all, because the aftermarket is horrendous for any MXDX merch. So just a fair warning. And then some more Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. They did finally release the Nendroid, so if you're interested in that, they do have them. Again, I'm not like a big fan of the show, and I haven't watched it, so I don't know if this is accurate. It seems like a lot of people are disappointed with how the faces turned out, so I don't know. I haven't watched the show enough to really get a feel of what they look like, but that is what has been said. Just to kind of have a heads up on that. And then we also have the Kana? Is that how you say her name? Kana? I don't know, she's a cutie though. They're all very cute, but I just haven't gotten to the show yet. But they do seem pretty kind of lackluster for what they are, and they are on the higher end of the Nendroid cost, with being at like 6,818 yen. So yeah, it seems like they like to do that with like some of the more simple ones, but they know a lot of people want them. They'll like charge an arm and a leg for them, and I can't stand it. And then from the Holic line, which I haven't read or watched yet, but I'm very intrigued by the entire, I believe it's like Clamp who makes all of these types of series. So I am wanting to get into that eventually. I'm not going to pre-order this Nendroid, but it does look really cute. If you want this like bonus, like this like little butterfly one, it is a Tom exclusive. The only thing is I think it's really plain for a bonus in my opinion, but if you're interested in that, they do have that option. Overall, I feel like the rest of his Nendroid is kind of plain. I just do love a good like little cleaning Nendroid though, I will say. So he is something I might pick up later. And lastly, we do have this has been a very popular series this season. I'm gonna butcher the name, so it is right here, the Recoil one. But Chisato, I think is how you say her name. She's very cute, and a lot of people are very hyped about this one. I'm hoping to watch this series very soon, and maybe hop into that hype. I still might not pre-order her and just pick her up later, because I definitely would pick up both of the girls. The only thing that I do really like, and from what I can tell and what people have been saying, is there's a little kicking one where they both are kind of kicking each other at the end of like the show or something, and that just seems like a really cute little addition if that's what they are doing with these Nendroids, and that's probably how I would want to post them. Which is kind of sucks because you couldn't see their face, but I don't know, they're very cute though. So that is a wonderful option as well. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm my best to keep up with this series that I want to do. I think it'll be easier with just a weekly, because this is kind of like month worth almost of releases, so they shouldn't be as long as this video is. I'm going to try to cut this down as much as I can. Alright, let me know which figures you guys are excited about in the comments below. I'd love to talk about it with you guys. Excited to hear what you guys think. But alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!